Hello learners, welcome back. This is the second part of the Unit 11 of Module 5, Teacher as Pedagogical Leader. In the first part of the Unit 11, we have discussed about the concept of pedagogy, the different aspects of pedagogy. Here we will discuss about the concept of pedagogical leadership and we will explain the role of teacher as pedagogical leader. So let's discuss. So first off, we have to discuss and to know about the concept of pedagogical leadership, what it is. The pedagogical leadership essentially involves the teaching leadership. So we know that a school head is the school leader. Likewise, a teacher is the classroom leader. So pedagogical leadership involves the leadership process which is involved in the teaching process. Pedagogical leadership can be defined as a management of the pedagogical process to run the educational institution smoothly. So as we need school leadership, management leadership to run the school properly, in such a way we need pedagogical leadership to run and lead the classroom process, which is an integral part of the school leadership or school institution or organization. The purpose of pedagogical leadership is to achieve and ensure quality and well-being of the student. So it is concerned with the well-being and quality assurance of the particular institution. Pedagogical leadership is based on ethical, participatory and innovative culture with continuous improvement. So it is a process of continuous improvement which relies on the ethical, participatory and innovative culture of all the members of the particular institution. It commits for development of the student. Leadership, as we know, that which is essential for particular institution's progress. As such, pedagogical leadership is essential for the progress and development of the student. It involves leading the student in the classroom with the proper implementation and integration of varied components of pedagogy. To lead a school, the school headmaster, which is also a school administrator, applies different methods of administration and management to have a greater role in the particular organization or to have a greater organization. Such way, pedagogical leadership essentially involves leading the student with the proper and effective implementation of different applications, different components, which implies the methods, strategies, skills and other components of pedagogy that we have discussed in the earlier video. Pedagogical leadership is a planned action. It is planned by the teacher, which is designed by the human agency, which means the teacher, that acknowledges the social, political and moral context of the learning act, which directly result in the acquisition of new knowledge, belief and skill of the learner. So pedagogical knowledge or leadership result in the acquisition of new knowledge, belief and skill of the learner, because it ultimately involves classroom teaching with application of lots of other components of pedagogy. Here are some key features of pedagogical leadership which will help you to understand the pedagogical leadership in a more better way. So pedagogical leadership is a collaborative process among teachers, learners and other members of the community. Here community means the learning community, and the members which are engaged in this process are, the first is teacher, second is the learner and third are the members, and this member includes the staff member, the school principals as well as the parents and other members. Here also includes the community member. So as such, it is a collaborative approach or collaborative process. It works with institutional barriers such as policies, race, gender or class, and cooperates with the community in the attempt collectively to contribute to the growth of knowledge at the collective as well as individual levels. Pedagogical leadership is concerned not only with the learner's learning and achievement, but with the learning of the team and community. So it is the most important thing that we must know, that it is not concerned with the outcome of learner's learning. It also concerned with the learning of the team and the community. As it is a collaborative approach, the lots of people are engaged here, so it ensures the learning by them also, so that they can contribute to a new knowledge, new idea and new innovation for the greater benefit of the learning community. Then pedagogical leadership conveys a purposeful role characterized by leading people. Here leading people means the teacher, where those involved develop an attachment and sense of responsibility towards the ethics, values and belief central to the standard. As pedagogy is concerned with the profession, so here too it is attached to the ethics, values and belief central to the standard of teaching. Pedagogical leadership shifts away from focusing on the outcome and output as discussed, and is concerned with the development of pedagogical course of action and relevant to all the contexts. Means it is not related to the outcome of learners learning, but it is concerned with the development of new knowledge, development of pedagogical course of action which will be relevant to the future learning context or present learning context. Then pedagogical leadership is an alternative means of viewing leadership in education, administration and therefore optimally capturing the function of education. So it is an alternative means of viewing leadership in educational administration. Now we will discuss the role of teacher as pedagogical leader. So the concept of pedagogical leadership has helped us to grasp the idea of pedagogical leadership, which is a process engaged to develop new pedagogical knowledge or new course of knowledge. Now what is the role of teacher as a pedagogical leader? Let's discuss. So teacher as a pedagogical leader are given autonomy and freedom to make any pedagogical decision that would benefit the student. So pedagogical leadership means leading the pedagogical aspect in a particular situation, and as classroom teacher is the pedagogical leader, so he is the person who is given autonomy and freedom to take any pedagogical decision, and it yields benefit for the student. Teachers' pedagogical leadership requires strong professionalism. Yes, as pedagogy is concerned with professional and leadership is also concerned with the particular organization's benefit. So teachers' professional pedagogical leadership requires strong professionalism. The role of teacher as pedagogical leader can be better presented if we summarize it under the following head shown in the following slide. The first one is mastery over pedagogical content. So why a teacher is considered as pedagogical leader? Because of his mastery over pedagogical content. A teacher is considered as pedagogical leader because he owns the mastery of pedagogical content. The academic content he has to deliver in the classroom, he mastered it before. Generally, teachers' professional knowledge is categorized into three categories. First one is content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and pedagogical content knowledge as discussed in the earlier video. The second one is autonomy in pedagogical decision. We have already mentioned that teachers are given autonomy and freedom in taking any pedagogical decision. So as a pedagogical leader, the teachers are given autonomy, and they are very well known the output of any pedagogy adapted to achieve as desired educational goal. Then adaptive to changing pedagogy. Teaching is transformational, it is not static, and so is the pedagogy. The teacher very well knows from where to adapt and which to leave. A teacher needs to adapt to changing methodology with the changing interest of the student as well as the changing them. As they are given autonomy, they can take decision in changing the pedagogy and adapt to new one for the greater benefit of the classroom. Then a man with professionalism, as it has been mentioned that a pedagogical leadership must need strong professionalism, and a teacher is a person who is a person with professionalism. A teacher is the person who is committed, devoted, and accountable to his duty and responsibilities. Pedagogical leadership requires desired amount of professionalism. The person who doesn't have professional belief cannot be a professional leader. Then pedagogical practitioner. Teachers are the real practitioner of pedagogy. The different teaching technique, method, and maxims are the outcome of different educational theories propounded by educationists, psychologists, and thinkers from time to time. But teachers are the person who turns it into reality. They lead this technique method in real practice while transacting the academic content in the classroom through different pedagogical skills and transaction. Then a man with effective leadership. It is true that pedagogical leadership involves teaching leadership. Teachers are the true leader of the students' academic as well as personal learning. So they lead them to such an extent that students are being capable of seeing their future from a directional perspective of the teacher. Then born to teach. It is said that teachers are born, not made. Though this statement doesn't suit all, but this is true with the person who carries highest level of professional ethics, commitment, and strong professionalism. A true teacher possesses self-confidence. He always shows positive and favorable attitude towards teaching. As such teachers are capable of leading the pedagogical aspect of education. Then a true philosopher. A teacher is a philosophical guide for the student as he himself establishes a trust and influence the latter with his ideas and views imparted through pedagogy in the classroom transaction. All our true philosophy is the theory of pedagogy. So, in this discussion, we have discussed about the concept of pedagogical leadership, the different key features of pedagogical leadership, and the role of teacher as pedagogical leadership, or why the teacher are considered as pedagogical leader. So pedagogical leadership we can summarize as a process which involves teaching leadership. It can be defined as the management of the pedagogical process to run the educational smoothly. One important thing is that its purpose is to achieve and ensure quality and well-being of the student, but it doesn't confine to the outcome of learning. It is concerned with the development of new knowledge. It is a collaborative process which involves teacher, learner, and other members of the community. Then it It conveys a powerful role characterized by leading group people where those involved develop an attachment and sense of responsibility towards the ethics, values and beliefs central to the standard. Then teachers are considered as pedagogical leader. Teachers are considered pedagogical leader because they are given freedom and autonomy in taking any decision in the classroom while transacting with the academic content to the students with the help of pedagogy. And the teacher's pedagogical leadership requires strong professionalism. So to be a good pedagogical leader, a teacher must possess strong professionalism. We have discussed the role of teacher as pedagogical leadership or pedagogical leader in some way or in terms of some categories. Those are mastery over pedagogical content, as teacher possess or teacher owns the mastery of pedagogical content. Then autonomy in pedagogical design, then adaptive to changing pedagogy, a man with professionalism, pedagogical practitioner, a man with effective leadership, born to teach, a true philosopher. So besides this, you can also find lots of other ideals or traits through which we can consider or regard a teacher as pedagogical leader, because a classroom is led by the teacher and the classroom is influenced and practiced by integration of pedagogy. So that the teacher is the pedagogical leader and he is freed and he is given the autonomy to take any decision to change, adapt, integrate any of the component of pedagogy in the classroom for the benefit of the student and to make his teaching learning process more fruitful and more effective. So through this discussion, I hope you have understood about the concept of pedagogical leadership. You were able to grab some of the key features of pedagogical leadership and understand and realized the role of teacher as a pedagogical leader. As you all are teachers, as we all are teachers, we must strive to understand and realize our role as pedagogical leader as we are leading the classroom for the greater benefit not only of the student but also of the community as a whole. So thank you very much for watching the video.